Hey there, Andy here. It's Tuesday the 25th of Feb, 2025. I had an amazing Monday. It was brilliant. And then today was just a bit rubbish. Now, I need to thank Mick because Mick sent us in a comment and we've been talking about 35 pence per mile, my personal ppm. Have a look at that video. I reckon it costs me 35 pence per mile to drive a mile in my van. Minimum, absolute minimum. That's whether I'm driving to a job, on a job, driving home from a job. And Mick said, does that take into account the income tax you've got to pay? No, it doesn't. Now, if you're new to the CX, you might be new to business, or if you're thinking of joining the CX and starting your own business, this is what you've got to be careful of. Once you earn more than £12,500 a year, you are going to start paying tax on that. When I say when you earn, that's not what you're invoicing. You might invoice 30 grand, but you've got costs. Maybe you spend 5 grand on diesel and this and that. You invoice 30 grand, you're not earning it. But once you earn money going into your pocket, 12.5 grand a year, which is about £240 a week, you're going to start paying tax. Now, we have older drivers on the CX. Some of those might have a private pension of, say, £100 a week. So if you've got a private pension of £100 a week, and then you earn £140 on the CX, you're right on the edge of paying tax. So you need to be careful. When you're running your own business, you have to keep accounts carefully. It's the law. And if you start turning over 80 grand a year, turning over as in invoicing 80 grand a year, you are on the threshold of VAT. You can always do a deal with a taxman. You don't want to be there, but if you find out, oh my God, I owe all this tax, what am I going to do? Talk to the taxman. They will probably want to work with you. By and large, if you're trying, you can work out some sort of deal. It won't be very pleasant, but you can do it. My advice to you is never owe money on tax. Always pay it on time and submit your return on time. And the one thing you do not want to be doing is getting into an argument with the VAT man, because the VAT man will not wait for their money. I've never heard of anybody being able to do a deal with a VAT man. They'll just come in, put a ticket on your van, tow it away. That's ours now. Your TV, that's ours now. Your record collection, that's ours now. Do not mess with the VAT man. Once you find yourself going towards the 80 grand mark, you've got to be really careful, find out where you stand. But talk to an accountant, find out what you're liable for tax, keep proper records. Once you're earning more than £240 a week, effectively £1 in every 5 that you earn is going to be going in tax. So I would say set up a separate bank account and put some money in each week for your tax bill. Then when it comes round, it's not a big bother, is it? A quick funny before I go, many, many years ago, there was a mate of mine being chased by the taxman. I will call him Smithy, right? I walk into the pub, I go, all right, Smithy. And his face is like that. The colour's all drained from his face. I went, Smithy, are you all right, mate? And he went, just had a phone call with the taxman. I went, you got trouble with the tax? He went, yeah. I said, well, what happened then? He said, I've been trying to avoid him for ages. And then they got me on the phone. And they said to me, you're being very evasive, Mr. Smith. I said, well, what did you say? I said, well, of course I am. I owe you scumbags money. What an admission. Of course I'm being evasive. I owe you money. Absolutely brilliant on Smithy's part, I thought. You've got to kind of respect the honesty. But there you go. Listen, stay lucky. Be lucky, but don't be lucky on tax, right? Just make sure you got it covered. Don't be relying on luck. I'll see you later.